A very good afternoon to one and all. We feel immense pleasure to have Deputy Director Madam, faculty members, staff members, our valued participants of today's event, and my dear students. I, Mrs. Monica Koshe,
And I, Dr. Ankit Kumar Yadav,
extend you all a very warm welcome to the 2 days national workshop on in situ virtual pharmacology techniques. The e-workshop will be divided in 2 sessions in 2 days. On the day first, the session will be based on the introduction to the basic idea about the different animal laws related to the animal cruelty and steps taken for the same in line with virtual pharmacology. On the day second, the discussion would be based on the practice of virtual pharmacology software such as XPharm software. Now I would like to introduce our guest speaker, Dr. Dharmender Ahuja. Dr. Dharmender Ahuja is working as Director and Professor at Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur, Rajasthan. Dr. Ahuja is M.Pharm in Pharmacology from B.R. Nahata College of Pharmacy, Rajiv Gandhi Technical University, Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh, and PhD in Pharmacology, Pharmacy from Rajasthan University of Health Science, Jaipur, Rajasthan. He has qualified GATE conducted by IIT Delhi in 2007 with 97.36 percentile. Dr. Ahuja is having more than 20 years of academic and research and industrial experience. He has published more than 30 research papers in international and national journals. He has successfully got 2 patents published for grants. He has also completed various projects funded by the industry and parent organization, delivered and conducted more than 12 invited guest lectures. He has also been empaneled on advisory part as mentor for change with Niti Aayog, Atal Innovation Mission, Government of Rajasthan. He has M.Pharm and PhD thesis guided to his credit. Without further delay, now I would like to request our respected Deputy Director Madam to allow us to start the workshop.
Yeah, you may start.
Thank you, Madam, for your kind permission. Now I would like to welcome our speaker of today's event. Dear all, please join me in welcoming Dr. Dharmender Ahuja. May I please request you, sir, to take over the mic. Sir, please. Sir.
Yeah, thank you. So, first of all, I would like to thank the management of Amity University, Madhya Pradesh, Deputy Director ma'am, and of course, Dr. Monica ma'am, who was basically instrumental in organizing this webinar and who approached me for the webinar. As we know, today's discussion will be in situ techniques, and basically here we will be discussing what are the basic requirements and why this in situ technique has came. But before starting all this, we should be knowing what is the reason of organizing this webinar and what is the reason of this in situ techniques. So I would like to correlate or associate it with today's condition. As you know, today we are living in COVID era. I would call it COVID era because number of COVID persons are here. So we should actually think why this COVID is spreading like this. If we will see in the deep, the reason is nature imbalance. And this nature imbalance, of course, there are 3 major pillars of the nature: plants, or we can say trees, animals, and human beings. Animals are also equally responsible for nature balance. And due to animal cruelty and killing of animals, this balance is getting affected. So it's a need of this hour to prevent the cruelty on the animals. And this cruelty, basically the idea behind this in situ pharmacology is to prevent the cruelty on the animals. And for that, different software has came out. And of course, Pharmacy Council of India and other regulatory bodies like Medical Council of India, which is now National Medical Commission, have specified certain guidelines to prevent cruelty on the animals. So today what we will be discussing, what is the prevention of cruelty to the animals, what are the laws, how different government agencies and different councils are making laws related to them, and what is this in situ pharmacology, what is virtual pharmacology, and of course we will see about X-Pharm software, which is the software which is used to prevent or to use this virtual pharmacology. So now I'll open my presentation and we will go one by one to the things. Thank you. I'm just sharing the PPT, just 1 minute. Is it visible?
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Is it visible? Yeah. Okay. So first of all, one by one we will be seeing the things. So, overview of this presentation will be, first of all, we will see introduction. Then, as we know, the session is in 2 days. So tomorrow we will be practicing the software, how the software works and all. And today's overview of the presentation will be, first of all, what is in situ pharmacology or virtual pharmacology. Then what is prevention of cruelty to the animals. What is virtual experimentation in pharmacology? What are the techniques? What are the softwares used? And then we will see details of course, this X-Pharm software. Then we will of course see the advantages of virtual pharmacology. So first of all, what is virtual pharmacology or in situ pharmacological experimentation? Basically, in virtual pharmacology, what we used to do, we used to perform the pharmacology experiment virtually, or you can say we used to perform the pharmacological experiment using computer or any system. It can be laptop, desktop, mobile, or any virtual device can be there. So this is basically virtual pharmacology. And if we see basically why it is emerging, because of this everyone, actually we all are human beings. So every human being always wants to prevent the cruelty to the animals. And if we are working in that direction, so this is the best way to perform the experiment virtually. So in the introduction part, I would like to emphasize that virtual pharmacology is basically performing the experiment on any electronic device like laptop, desktop, mobile, or any other. Your palm top could be there, and other iPad could be there. So these are the different we can say interfaces where you can open the software and you can run the software of pharmacology. And purpose, as I just identified, purpose of the software is to, purpose of the virtual pharmacology is to prevention or to prevent the cruelty on animals. Coming to the next slide, what are the laws related to prevention of cruelty to the animals? Actually, this Prevention of Cruelty to Animal Act came in 1960. In fact, that act clearly specified that if it is possible to substitute the use of animals by devices such as models, films, charts, books, etc., it should be used. And on the basis of that law only, basically different organizations are also working to prevent cruelty on the animal. And as we can see, government is also very much vigilant. That's why they have created this law, prevention of cruelty to the animals. And we know different agencies like CPCSCA and other different agencies are working. And different NGOs are also working, like PETA, People for Ethical Treatment on Animal. So they are also basically emphasizing the role of this law, and they are highlighting this law to all the government agency, to private agencies, and they are working for prevention of cruelty to the animals. Now, as far as basically as Monica ma'am and Honorable Deputy Director Madam has introduced myself, basically in addition to working with this Jayoti Vidyapeeth Women's University as Director, I am associated with Bureau for Health and Education Status Upliftment as Principal Mentor for X-Farm Series. This software, and this bureau is basically working in collaboration with PETA India, People for Ethical Treatment on Animal. Why I am highlighting this here? Because when we are discussing the law, we should be aware with the practical example, like how different agencies are working. So we also have MOU, Memorandum of Understanding with People for Ethical Treatment on Animal, PETA India. We have MOU with Mumbai office, although it's a international organization and they have offices in different countries, and we have been working with different countries as well. So what I am trying to say, that different simultaneous agencies are also working, like PETA India is there, as I told, government agency CPCSCA is there, our organization Bureau for Health Education is there. So different agencies are working for proper, what you can say, proper application of the act and for prevention of the cruelty. And it's a, means as we know, the act was there in 1960 and today is 2021. So it's long back when the act was passed. So there are always the things which are being updated. See, they have mentioned in their act that the things should be done using model chart films. But at that moment, software were not in so much, we can say. Software were there, but the softwares were not so much user friendly and all. But now, as the softwares and other things are very much user friendly, every person is having its own mobile and every person is using Android and laptops and everything. So in this today's scenario, if we correlate the Act's guideline, it is clearly guideline, it is associated with the software. Means the Act itself is having the intention to use certain visual devices to avoid this animal experimentation. And on that line only, this visual devices has came, and different government agencies like CPCSCA, in fact Pharmacy Council of India, medical, which is earlier it was Medical Council of India, now it is National Medical Commission. So National Medical Commission has also guideline that the practical in the medical colleges should be done using the softwares. In fact, Pharmacy Council of India has also specified, and in 2020 education regulation, if you will see, which was just published in September only, September 2021, sorry, means regulations are 20, but those were recently gazetted through notification on this September month only of this 2021. So just 2 months back, they have notified complete syllabus again. They have revised the syllabus of Diploma Pharmacy. And of course, few years back, they have revised the syllabus of Bachelor of Pharmacy. And if you will see in the 2021 notification, they have specifically mentioned that software should be used for pharmacology experimentation. And in this 21 regulation, they have mentioned this X-Farm software. And it's a matter of pride that I am the principal mentor of the software, X-Farm software. And today I am here to share about that software as well. We have, of course, a number of experts are regularly working for the software, and it will be wrong if you will say that I am only behind the software, because we are a group of people working for the software and for this in situ pharmacology for prevention of cruelty to the animals. So what basically the topic was how this Prevention of Cruelty to the Animal Act came, and how different regulatory agencies and government bodies are making rules. So coming next to this sequence, I'll just come to one slide. We will go back to this one. So if I'll discuss different regulatory agencies, so Pharmacy Council of India, Medical Council of India, National Medical Commission, Committee on this CPCSA is there, Ministry of Environment and Forest is there, and in fact, in addition to Indian government, different foreign governments have similar agencies. So all these agencies are basically clearly emphasizing. If you will see Pharmacy Council of India guidelines, it is there. If you will see National Medical Commission guidelines, it is there. If you will see Ministry of Environment and Forest, it is there. If you will see CPCSA guideline, it is there. Now we will see what is virtual experimentation in pharmacology. So virtual experimentation in pharmacology is almost similar to the experiential model of learning. It is done using the computer. Demonstration of effect of drug on various models is being done, but with the help of computer. So basically, virtual experimentation in pharmacology, simply in simple terms, we can say doing the pharmacology experimentation with the help of computer. So it is the merger of two major sectors, you can say healthcare and IT. So whosoever is working in this sector should have knowledge of healthcare also and IT sector also. These two are, as you know, are the emerging sectors, and if someone is having the knowledge of these two sectors, he can really make a career, or he can really join this nascent branch of pharmacology, which is virtual pharmacology, or you can say in situ pharmacology. So basically, if we see what are the techniques for virtual experimentation in pharmacology, so different techniques are there. If we go deep in this, basically the software are being prepared on different interfaces. Like you can say HTML is there, the software is prepared on HTML. In addition, various newer languages like C++ language is there. All designing languages are being used to design the software. C++ language is there, this HTML language is there. Then all these software are designed, and then they are uploaded on the web or cloud, or they are available in CD form. But these are the different, when we are discussing virtual pharmacology, we should be aware what are the background softwares which are being used, or background languages. So HTML language is there. Of course, C++ language is there, Joomla is there. So these are the different languages through which the similar kind of softwares are being prepared. And moreover, it is an amalgamation of IT experts and healthcare experts, because IT experts are preparing the software, whereas healthcare experts are advising them that how to prepare the software. If we see, it is a combination of IT and healthcare. So this is a brief idea about virtual pharmacology. So now we will see what are the general software used in virtual pharmacology. So there are different means earlier there were different softwares available. Means in this started in I can say from since 2000, since last 20 years, different agencies are coming with different softwares. Different scientists are coming with different softwares. If we see the history of this virtual pharmacology, so it started in 2000. Different experts have started preparing. Then Professor Ravindran, who is from JIPMER, worked a lot on this, and he also designed software. Other than that, different other scientists also worked on the software, and not only in India, outside of India, certain universities are preparing different softwares. But if we see today, in today's condition, it's a matter of proud that XFarm series software is the most comprehensive one. Why it is? If we see simply through Google, if we search, we can see there are different softwares, but the experimental coverage or the spectrum or the number of experiments being provided by XFarm software are still very high, because regularly every day new and new practicals are being designed on the software, and more than hundreds of experiments are at present available on this XFarm software. And that's why only this is the only software I can say at present which is covering this Pharmacy Council of India syllabus completely. And this is the only reason, in fact, when this recent latest syllabus of Diploma Pharmacy came in Gazette, before that the comments were invited from different pharmacy professors, and it's a matter of proud that various good positive comments regarding this XFarm softwares were given to Pharmacy Council of India, because a different number of professors shared it. Why? Because it is covering the need. Basically, why you are reading a book, why you are doing anything to cover your need. If you are reading a pharmacology book, it should cover your syllabus properly. Similarly, if you are using a software, it should cover your syllabus, and of course the content should be good. And not only this Pharmacy Council of India, National Medical Commission, if we talk about AIIMS, All India Institute of Medical Science. So All India Institute of Medical Science, Mangalgiri, AIIMS, this Bhubaneswar, AIIMS Bhatinda, AIIMS Nagpur, all have shown faith in this virtual pharmacology experimentation, and of course in experimental pharmacology in the form of XFarm software. If you will see at present, AIIMS Nagpur, AIIMS Bhatinda, AIIMS Mangalgiri, AIIMS Bhubaneswar, so number of AIIMS are using this XFarm software. And if we come to pharmacy profession, Amity University, in fact, is a renowned institution. In addition to that, Jamia Hamdard, BITS Pilani, and ISF Moga, and all other leading organizations are also using the XFarm software. So it's why I am sharing all these examples, to give you an idea that how broad now this software has become, and how broad this nascent branch of virtual pharmacology. In 2000, if you would have been saying to someone that can you do this practical through this computer, so he must be laughing to you that why, when we are using this animal house. But now you can see this is the reality. Complete animal houses are being removed, and completely now it is being shifted to this virtual pharmacology, because we all are human beings and we never want to give pain to anyone without any reason. This is a matter of fact that in a particular Jain community, if we see, they are very much related to this ahimsa paramo dharma. So, or even all other communities, I would like to say, they all always want, even when anyone goes to any Pharmacy Council of India head office or Medical Council, National Medical Commission head office, they are also very much cooperative because they are also human beings and they also want prevention of cruelty to the animals. That's why only this branch is growing so fast, because wherever we are approaching, we are getting at the same moment approval and we are getting letters from them at the same moment or same day. So I was discussing about this XFarm series. So what is this XFarm series software? I just briefed about that. Now we will see what are different experiments available in the software. So this is the list of experiments. In addition to that, means other softwares are also there, I would not say, but considering the coverage we have mentioned here, like tail flick analgesic activities there, antihistaminic activities there, muscle relaxant activities there, CNS depressant stimulant activity, then of course effect of different drug on rabbit eye, then electroconvulsiometer, then of course effect of various drug on frog's heart, it is there, then guinea pig ileum, then if you will see simulation of pupil control, Lagendorf apparatus, pyrogen testing, effect of different drugs on dog BP and heart rate, drugs on isolated guinea pig ileum, respiratory depression, edema formation on rabbit skin, then colonic motility experiment, experiment on thyroid antithyroid drug, blood sugar lowering effect, different bioassays are there, dose response curve is there, then PTZ induced convulsion is there, anti-inflammatory activity, diuretic activity, analgesic activity using breathing test, then pylorus ligation, anti-ulcer activity, then anti-cationic activity is there. In addition, you can see 32 are visible here. Recently, few more experiments have been added in the panel, like that is this pole climbing apparatus. So actually now it's a dynamic kind of panel and it is having exam mode of all these experiments. So why I am highlighting this list of module here? To show you like how broad the branch is and how broadly we can perform all the experiments using the virtual pharmacology software. So it's a dynamic one, regularly different, our team of different scientists, different healthcare professional, different IT professional, regularly working, they are regularly giving ideas, we are regularly improving it, and we are regularly adding more and more modules. It's not like once the software has been, that's why it is in cloud-based form. So whatever updation is being done will be visible to the user college also. So as I was discussing why it is necessary, so Medical Council of India has already notified in Gazette on 19th March 2014. On the same continuation, on 25th August 2014, Pharmacy Council of India notified, and it's a matter of fact that UGC, University Grants Commission, have also notified that prevention of cruelty to the animals should be done. So UGC, PCI, MCI, NMC, which is everyone is putting hands together for prevention of cruelty, and I have kept here the dates and notification number. So to give you correct idea, like how this government is so much working for this prevention of cruelty. Now we will see for whom the software. Software is of course for nursing, medical, pharmacy, dental, all other students whosoever is studying pharmacology. Now, method of studying is different. For dental student, they might study certain topics of pharmacology. MBBS student, pharmacy students are almost similar. Then nursing students might have requirement of certain experiments only, but it is useful for all students whosoever is using paramedical courses also. If they are studying pharmacology, this is the software. How to get this software? Simply you have to write in your search box www.heb-nic.in, and you will be able to log in the software page, and you can simply submit the subscription and you can get the software. What are the advantages of this newer branch of pharmacology? First of all, it provides benefit to avoid use of animals. First of all, it provides benefits to avoid use of animals. Second, number of experiments can be demonstrated in a shorter duration of time. Third, it decreases cost of maintaining an animal house. Fourth, test reports are available to administrator or teacher for student evaluation easily. Basically, in tomorrow's session, of course, when we will be practicing it, we will be seeing that how the reports can be easily downloaded, how the reports can be saved. When we used to do in laboratories the experiment, it is more easier. Why? Because student can save their results and they can email their result to the faculty. And of course, it is reducing, as we all know, for the institute also, it is quite cumbersome to create an animal house and then to take care of the animals, because regular feeding, everything requires a lot of effort from the institute also. Whereas in case of software, they are more comfortable in that end also. So in addition to preventing cruelty on the animals, we are able to basically reduce the cost of management also. Cost cutting advantage is also there. So both ways it is useful. So these were the advantages. Now we will just open the login page of the software. Of course, tomorrow we will be practicing on different experiments. So here I will just close this PPT. After that, we will be opening the login page of the software. And of course, tomorrow we will be practicing certain experiments. Here, basically by this, I will be showing how to approach the software, and the technical part, how to perform the experiment. Of course, tomorrow we will be doing. Here, what we have seen basically in this session, that what is virtual pharmacology, what is in situ pharmacology, what are different laws, what is Prevention of Cruelty to the Animals Act, how different government bodies like Pharmacy Council of India, National Medical Commission working for it, what are the different experiments available, for which it is, for which specialization these are useful. So this all basically we try to summarize here, and what are the advantages of this virtual pharmacology. So now this explanation part is almost over, and what we will do, we will just see one login page of the software, and of course in tomorrow's session we will perform the practical. So I am just removing this slide now, and we will try to open the login page. Just one minute. So I have opened the login page in front of you. Monica ma'am, can you see the login page?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this is the login page of the software. And tomorrow we will surely log in the software, and we will be practicing certain experiments. As today's session was basically to have the basic idea about the software, and the whatever practical I have just discussed here will be visible in the login page. After we will log in, these will be shown to you. So this was just shown to you to create some curiosity that how this software will be working tomorrow. And here basically we have just summarized what are the guidelines, why it is necessary, what are the advantages. If any queries are there from students, I would be happy to resolve them also related to today's session.
Thank you, sir, for your enlightening presentation about the virtual pharmacology and the software that is being generated for the in situ pharmacological experiments on the animals. Students, if you have any question related to the today's discussion, you can post it into the chat box, or else you can write it in the question answer session box. Till then, our faculty members can also raise the questions if they have any.
Yes, yeah.
Sir, sir, good afternoon, sir. Sir, what are the advantages of X Pharma series software?
Basically, sir, your point is very correct. That why means we should use and what are the advantages. So first of all, the basic and the foremost advantage is it is preventing cruelty on the animals. See, as I told, this COVID situation is coming. Why this is coming? Because of this imbalance. Animals are very much required for the balance of the nature. If we will be killing the animals in such a manner, so one day this balance will be affected, and these pandemics like COVID or any other pandemic will come. So first of all, first advantage is prevention of cruelty to the animals. Second, cost reduction. Of course, the institutions may maintain the software at a lower cost than to maintain an animal house. So second most is cost reduction. Of course, third is student can perform number of experiment in a shorter duration of time. Fourth, they can save their data, they can submit their data in more presentable manner to the faculties. So these are few advantages of the software.
Okay, sir. Thanks.
Sir, I have one doubt.
Yeah.
Sir, even though we think that this minimizes the usage of animals because millions of animals are used in the research every year, the data says, and the pain and suffering, the distress, the mortality that the animal undergo during the scientific experimentation has been minimized with this kind of software. There are a lot of advantages, but still, you know, experimenting on a whole animal has its own advantage. Like, you know, there is a lot of crosstalks and interplays that happens within a living cell, between the cells, between the tissues, between the organs and all that. So how this kind of situation has been mimicked or simulated in this software, whether these kind of situation were taken care in making of the software, or to a certain extent at least?
Yeah, you are very correct, madam. And you have pointed out to very specific point basically. As I am saying that this is basically for teaching and learning purpose, we can say, or we can say it is a computer assisted learning software, and student can have an idea about different techniques and everything. And as far as research part is concerned, you are very right. You are very right at your point that animal should be used. So when someone is doing PG or PhD, or someone is doing PG research, PG project or PhD project on a particular animal, that cannot be mimicked with the software. You are very correct. But the computer assisted learning part can be done. So this software should be used for this Bachelor of Pharmacy and MPharm initial level students to explain them different techniques, how to perform the practical. For that part, I can say it is better than using the animals, because they will have more empirical idea, more comprehensive idea, and more proper saving of the results and lesser duration, so they can have an exposure of number of experiment also. So for UG, particularly B.Pharm, you can say, or M.Pharm first year, this software shall be used. But for M.Pharm project and for research, or even in pharmaceutical industry research, animals should be used. This should be the sequence.
So, but still, when they use this software, they will not be learning the skills, no, sir, like blood, collecting the blood, the surgical procedures, these kind of things.
Yeah.
They will not be able to learn with the software, because at the last, end of the day, they have to do this experiment on the live animals.
You are very
They have to be tested on the live animals to take it for the clinical trial. So
Yeah.
when they keep on using the software, and one day they have to definitely learn the skills to do the experiments on live animals. Then only
Correct.
there is a meaning. There is a lot of difference between these two, and there is a big
No.
gap between these two.
I got your point. For that, what we have done, ma'am, if you will see this latest syllabus of Pharmacy Council of India, 2020, what they have done, animal handling, different routes of administration, different ways of blood collection, they have kept it separate. Means for these experiments, you can use animal house. But when cruelty is involved, they have divided the experiments in two sections. One is the handling of animal, blood collection, and different routes of administration. For that, they are saying that you can use the animal house. But for remaining, where cruelty is being imparted, like hot plate or tail flick, for them, they have specified that you should use this X-Pharm software. So you are very right, madam, at your point. So in this way, a balance will be there. They will understand how to handle, how to collect blood, and simultaneously cruelty will not be there. So both the purpose will be resolved. And when they will go at research end, they will be having broader idea of all different kind of experiment. Because what happens, if they actually perform the experiment, it takes time. It is, suppose they are performing DRC. So 2-3 days experiment it is. Then you are putting the animals in a light and dark cycle, and you are doing everything. So whereas in this software, it is a matter of 15 to 20 minutes. So advantage of this is they will be able to perform number of experiments. So through which they will have more idea, as well as they will be understand. They must be knowing the procedure to handle. So this combination is being advised in this latest regulation.
So we have to use it wisely, where we need to use the live animals and where we need to use the software. And
Yeah,
both,
basic purpose, yeah,
both can
cruelty
be
should be
used
avoided.
appropriately.
Yeah, cruelty should be avoided, madam. Because you will also agree that they are also having their heart. They also have tears. So while using animal, we should take care of their emotions also.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, in this software, any toxicity experiments or pharmacokinetics experiments are interesting?
Sir, toxicity experiments.
Any toxic
Yeah,
OECD
I am coming
guidelines?
to the point. Simply like basic techniques are there, like oral toxicity and eye toxicity experiments are there. But when you want to perform them on a broader range, like if you want to calculate LD50 or ED50, so LD50, ED50 is somehow related to number game, like number of experiments you are using, then how much animals are getting died for LD50 or kind of experiments. But as far as the understanding of technique is there, yeah, certain toxicity experiments are now added in the software. like oral toxicity, eye toxicity, ear toxicity. Tomorrow in tomorrow's session, I'll show you those toxicity modules are also added. And kinetics is more related to that, what you can say, mathematical calculation part. Similarly, toxicity at the larger end goes to mathematical calculation. So in this software is designed basically to prevent cruelty. So whereas the cruelty part is concerned in the toxicity also, it has been covered, but those mathematical sections are not there in the software. For that, different other softwares can be used. Even like ANOVA and other things are not in this software, to make it simple, to make it understandable, and also to prevent the cruelty. This software is designed, basically. Yeah.
Thank you.
So there is a question which is one of student, Nabdi Bastana has requested that, sir, do we have any mode or do we have a point where we can identify the percentage of accuracy of the experiments that are being done by the software?
Can you read once again, sir, the question?
Sir, one of the student from B Farm is asking that whenever we will be performing the experiment, so no doubt there is a method available, there will be a method available by which we can identify that, yeah, the experiments that are being conducted by the software are giving the accurate results. So is there something specified that can be showing us the idea that yes, the experiment that are being conducted by the software, they are showing a definite amount of accuracy in the results? So any validation kind of criteria?
Now I got your point, sir. The student is asking about the reliability of the software. What you can say. Yeah. So the thing is, for that actually, the student is right at his point. It depends. Like that's why, see, different toothpaste are available in the market, but people are using Colgate because it is reliable. Similarly, different softwares are available, but people are using X-Pharma. And for this reliability, what can be done? They can inquire from different AIIMS, like AIIMS Nagpur, AIIMS Mangalgiri, AIIMS, different 7-8 AIIMS, all are using. Then BITS Pilani, then this your different organizations are there. So by this only, it can be like it can be assumed that software must be by seeing the editorial board. If you will go to the software page, there is advisory board of the software. So different pharmacology experts are there from different renowned organizations. So, and of course, Google is the best way. You simply write any word, experimental pharmacology software. On the top, you will find this X-Pharm software. So on the basis of usability, on the basis of editorial board, on the basis of subscriber base, the most reliable software at present is this one, X-Pharm. Now, accuracy, because on the basis of different feedbacks of the experts, the data has been amalgamated. So he is correct at his point, but when the experts have given the data, it is considered that the data is accurate.
Thank you, sir. Yes. And any other student or maybe any faculty member does have any questions, we can. So I think there are not many questions. So Neeraj sir, can we wind up the session for today?
Yeah, no
problem. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir, for your enlightening presentation.
Yeah, before winding up, I would like also to add that I have shown this login page to create a curiosity in the student's mind that tomorrow they will see what is there inside of that login page. So I means we have seen the basic idea, and tomorrow we will be discussing the technicalities of the software. So it will be an interesting part tomorrow as well. And with this ending of session, I would once again, although tomorrow once again I'll request, but today also I am requesting you to prevent cruelty, means avoid animal cruelty. The purpose of session will be solved if we can save 100 rabbit, 100 mice, or 4 rabbits or 4 mice by this today's session. So purpose of the session will be resolved, and these pandemics will not be coming in future. Yeah, thank you, sir. You can start.
Okay, so dear delegates, be ready tomorrow at 2:10 p.m. And tomorrow, as sir has already said that he will be giving the live demonstration of the software. So you will have actually have the idea how the experiments can be conducted onto the software, how we can do the login and everything. So be ready with your mobile phone as well as laptop to join the session on time. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, sir, for the presentation. And thank you, everyone. Ma'am, shall we close the session for today? Ma'am, am I audible?
Yeah, please go ahead. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you once again. We will meet.
Thanks a lot, madam. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.